welcome to Rolls of Redemption, where we redeem your Tuesday, one roll at a time. This is part 2 of whatever started yesterday, and it might be crazy, so grab your snack, grab your drink of choice, and let's get rolling.
Part 2 of Hope My Entire Family Doesn't Die.
They're really not in Salt Marsh. They can't all die.
It's a delicate.
How many
Yeah, it would take a lot of time to hunt down my other 9 siblings,
Right?
but
You have
the
9
current 4 is
siblings?
kind of... I have 10 siblings,
does
but
Peter.
Cleon is in town.
Okay.
4
Well,
out
if
of
you
12.
lose one, it's fine. You've got so many.
Peter
others.
has 9 siblings! Peter has 9 siblings!
If you lose one, it's fine. You've got 9 more.
That's why you have a quiver, right?
That's yes. Quiver full movement is if you lose a couple, you got
Yeah.
more. Fundy.
All right, back on track.
Back on track.
Back on track. We are off of this track. Moving back to D&D.
We're in a very delicate balance
And not
of
talking about child
Akir
death.
being like, kill the bad guys and lose some good guys, or don't kill the bad guys and go to war
Lose
with
some good
them,
guys.
Definitely lose.
like on their side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're all just going to let Akir do the talking, because Akir has a plan, right?
We'll see. Akir
at
has
this
a-
point, Nathan's put together a plan, but I don't know if Torkel's put together
We'll
a
see
plan.
if Akir has a goal, less a plan, more a goal of no one
Trace
dying.
is just like, what is the plan? Is there a plan? Do we have a plan?
We all need to get out alive, which
Yeah.
means they need
So,
to
like-
leave alive. For now.
Oh, I fucking hate that plan.
I know. Tell Mina.
Hey,
Because Mina's
Babe.
still
What?
raging.
stop looking so pissed off. I know it's Ned, but we're gonna get him. But Akir's plan, you're not gonna love this. Akir's plan is we need to get out alive, so they need to leave alive.
Ned needs to leave this room.
Hey, Akir, I don't think she's gonna go with that.
Did you say the exact words that I said?
No, I said exactly the same thing you said.
Then Akira's just gonna look at Skerrin and Ned and then back at his group, and he's just gonna say, I think we can all agree that it will be most beneficial if we all survive this encounter. For now, we obviously have differences that need to be resolved, and this is not the setting to resolve them in, he says as he looks back to Mina. Trisea and I shall vote in favor of your bill tonight. What happens next, we shall discuss at a later date.
At the wedding? Or before the wedding?
That is another topic that...
What?
Wait. What wedding? Akir doesn't know about the wedding.
My sister
Oh.
Cleona is engaged to Anders, and the wedding is going to be a couple of weeks. Hence, yeah,
Akir's just like,
a big eclipse event. Yeah,
I suppose he may need a honeymoon, so yes, that is something we should discuss before it occurs.
Great. Next Tuesday.
What day of the
Fucking
week is it?
Tuesdays.
Is it safe to assume that our good admiral here will be staying in the city?
That's really up to him. He's got an army to run.
Going anywhere?
And where would he be staying? If he was staying, where are you staying, man?
I should like to
we
be
might have
filled
some-
in on the goings-on of the war and the troubles you're having, personally.
And as a Kid's general, I think we have things to discuss. I mean, Mina has things to discuss, so I mean, we might want to have a meeting. Where are you staying, Admiral? Whatever your last name is.
Pretend I'm not going to take this stuff on the time. And the coat doesn't fit. But
Duh.
The not Ned totally is Ned, but not Ned. On the ships, of course.
Right, cool. Which ship?
The lead ship
Which is?
docked out there, filled with cannons,
Right, cool. Yeah.
owned by the crown.
Mm-hmm.
So we're definitely out of character. We're definitely stealing these cannons, right?
For what?
Fuck with them and
Out
we
of
like
character,
cannons.
one fucking thing at a time.
Akira would like to then invite you to discuss with I and Eleander, as he was saying that he had some concerns as well, in the council chambers, perhaps tomorrow.
Sure.
Excellent. Then I will speak with the general tomorrow, and with you on Tuesday.
You can talk to him tomorrow, babe. I mean, kill him tomorrow. You know. Mm-hmm.
This whole... Yeah, no, now
So-
I feel better.
Okay, we'll get there.
I believe now would be a good time for you to release the good Katva Sturrock.
In good faith, obviously.
In good faith.
What is the current day of the week?
What do you want it to be? I feel like it's a Wednesday or a Thursday.
I was gonna say
Yeah, I'm
Wednesday.
gonna say definitely a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Give us like a whole week to get this shit figured out.
Usually things go to shit on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
It's either a Monday or a Wednesday.
Wednesday is War Day, so
I don't want to make any threats here. But
Then don't.
this is more of a reminder that Mr. Katva still has a full day's work ahead of him.
indeed he does.
So don't do anything stupid that might jeopardize his happy day.
Understood.
And he takes his cane and resheathes it and takes a step back from Katva.
And Torkel is going to walk over to ride the saber-toothed tiger politely over by his mother. Slowly and very deliberately.
Is it threatening?
No, Kavia's on her best behavior.
It's one of those more menacing acts where it's like, I am now protecting my mother, so if you touch her again, I'll bite your head off kind of things.
Please
Akira gets
remember
it.
the amount of damage this guy can do. That with a single blow, and he gets more than one per round, he can
Oh,
auto
fuck.
kill your tiger
And mother in the same round.
in the same round. So
Very slowly, no sudden movements.
game respects game. How's that?
I'll take that.
Then, unless anyone has any other business to discuss, I suggest we take our leave.
I look forward to hearing of a wonderful council meeting tonight.
And then Akira's just going to turn and wave his hand. Trisea, Katva, after you.
If Torkel's offering, Katva's going to climb on the tiger.
Absolutely.
Fair.
Very reasonable.
Trasira is going to walk out backwards very slowly.
No one follows you.
Good.
Once you all back out that door, Gilar kind of moves towards it and slowly brings the whole door shut. It's a full action to move this massive sliding door.
Well, that went to shit.
I feel like we may have just fucked ourselves a little bit because we could have dealt with Skerrin.
We need to regroup. I suggest we find a
no
quiet
shit.
place outside of town.
I can erect my tower.
I think that would be quite wise. Erect away.
No.
You're welcome.
No.
Mina, I'm gonna need help with that.
No. No. Mm.
So, is Kappa's house close to like an edge of town? Any particular edge?
Her house is actually outside of town.
Cool. We'll go that direction and just like, a little bit away from it just in case there are people near her house. We'll go there and talk. Akir's also internally fuming, so.
Yeah, Mina just hasn't said a word for a very, very, very long time. Been very in character.
What time of day is it compared to when Kai was supposed to meet Eleander?
You're supposed to be here after noon, so we're probably looking at 2-3 o'clock.
So we should be meeting with Eleander.
We can send a message with one of the familiars to him and tell him to come meet us at Katva's. It depends if we want to bring him in on everything.
Which is something we haven't talked about. And Akira's upset that Kai brought him in without asking the group. So, yeah, we should talk first and then get Eleander.
Okay.
I mean, because at this point, the half of the party still has no idea what happened, like in Akir's private channel or Kai's private channel. So, like, Atreus is just bopping along. Like,
when
why
we talk about like
Skerrin?
regrouping, we're not gonna like skip that as like and the group regrouped. No, like you actually have to tell.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think we will need to all go around in a circle because Akira's also like, what is going on with this wedding?
Oh yeah. So all right. So we go. Are we going to the Sturrocks house or are we setting up my castle?
Set up your castle.
Mini castle.
Because
I think setting up my mini castle is a good
Everything
idea.
could be bugged, but we know your castle's not.
My castle
Or
is not
hope
bugged.
It's not.
It's hey, my tower is in perfect condition. It looks like shit right now. Actually,
It's a little rough
It's
now.
like still falling apart.
We'll get my dad on
Yeah,
it.
we definitely need like some masonry done
It
by
needs like
experts
some help.
and not us.
Now I'm kind of curious.
Yeah.
If someone planted like ivy or something that grows up the side of the tower, would it survive being turned back?
Mini ivy.
Like, would it just like
Oh,
grow on it, or would it, get
stop
shaved
You
every
need
day?
to water it and give it sunlight. So if you kept it in your pocket for a week, it'd all be dead.
Oh, I would kill it the same way I kill my real life plants.
Out of
But
apathy.
no, I love my real life plants. I'm just not good at keeping them alive.
I've been replacing all of mine with fake
It's not
plants.
apathy.
I'm
It's lack of motivation.
currently picturing the tiny little tower with ivy planted or like sitting in a little cup of water
Oh.
to keep it alive. In the
You put the
meantime.
tower in a terrarium.
I'm propagating my tower.
Yeah, Trace pulls the tower out every once in a while, like puts it back in his.
In reality, these two little mists are like a full monsoon and
Yes.
everything.
Listen,
Everyone, next time you open it, the
Listen.
beds are covered
Wet.
in mold.
Oh.
most of us don't want to see Atreus playing with his tower.
Especially not right before he
We've
erects
seen
it.
this.
All right, so we
Anyway.
make it outside of town near Kappa's house, but not too close to it, and put the tower up, and everyone goes in, and then Akira's gonna shut the door behind them, but is gonna keep an eye like on windows as he like just paces to make sure no one is watching them, and just be like, "What the hell is going on?"
Mina's immediately gonna punch a
um,
wall.
Okay, can we not hurt the inside of the tower after the outside already looks like fucking shit?
KV's also gonna go sit at the top of the tower and just be our lookout.
And Fairy's gonna fly around.
Dusk is also flying around. We're on like full watch duty right now.
Do I have anything to make it like quiet in here? I don't think I do, but you know what? Yeah, we'll just
Pillows under
it'll
the
be
door.
fine. Yeah, put pillows under the door. Yeah, does anyone have a sound machine? Like, I don't know. Akira.
I feel like Torkel can play something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Play some music
Okay.
in the background.
Sure, I'll just start drumming.
I think we all have some updating to do. First, Kai, what the fuck?
Yes, let's start
That
there.
is way too big.
Let's actually start at a important point. Eleander now knows things.
Not a lot of things.
Kai took the liberty of filling them in on certain details and set up a meeting. We are supposed to be meeting with him and another now.
As I said, Kai, what the fuck?
I'm not loving this day full of meetings. I'm really not.
I got a whole bunch of letters
Uh-huh.
as Trasira of people begging me not to approve this vote. And then I saw Eleander, and he was drunk and dejected and had given up on pretty much everything. So I told him that I have been in contact with the true heir and asked him if he wanted to join a revolution against the Brotherhood.
Great. We're doing another revolution then.
Why are we doing this again?
The last one was yours.
Why not? You've seen their tactics.
Oh, yeah, I get that, but you decided to bring in. Sorry, wait. There's so much I need to unravel. My head hurts. You know the heir.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I am
Are
the heir.
the heir, right? So, did you tell Eleander you are the heir?
No, I have told Eleander that I've been in contact with the heir.
So you're talking to yourself again. That's great. Here's the thing. Why would you do that without getting like feedback from everyone else first? Do you not know how to do this friends thing? Normally, with friends.
No.
No, okay, so here, I didn't either, but normally when you have friends, you actually have to, speak to them and get everyone's input instead of just charging in, like, half-cocked and just give out your whatever to a drunkard. I don't know, that
irony
didn't come out right.
It's so thick right now. I love you, but the irony is
Okay.
so.
I figured it out before it became life fucking threatening.
Sometimes, but
What
Sometimes
we do is not life-threatening. And you cannot forget that I have over, 400 years of life experience in which I have had no friends. It's going to take me a while to figure this shit out. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of the Brotherhood, and I thought we all were.
Yeah, we all are, but if we're going to take them down, you sort of need like a unified front.
Figured we were unified in this.
We are
You're not
unified.
our ruler.
We are unified in our goal, not our method, and that is what
That-
needs to change.
you signed us up for a revolution without asking us. That's what we're pissed about. Not that it will happen. You know I'm going to do it. I'll blow this shit up. But I'm fucking pissed
I
at
mean-
being taken into meeting after meeting after meeting today without my consent.
I don't like
I-
meetings.
I was there, and I just had to stand there. and look really.
Akira is going to take. Akira's
did
going to take like
not-
10 seconds. He's going to disappear up the stairs and then come back with a bottle of the 30-year whiskey and just start pouring drinks.
As you leave, you go, where the fuck are you going? Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Mina,
Yes.
Mina, I had the good sense to not include you in my revolution.
Who the fuck did you include? That didn't come out. That didn't do the right thing. Who the fuck did you include?
I included myself and Eleander, and I told Eleander that I was going to talk to Akir.
Oh, cool. Great.
Better.
Why didn't you include me in your revolution? Don't you think I have your back? Do you not?
Oh my gosh, Atreus! Get your shit
I
together!
don't have.
You were literally just mad at me for promising things, and now you're mad that I didn't promise
No,
things.
no, I'm mad at you for. I'm mad that you do things without telling anyone else what you're going to do. I would be with you if you decided, hey, let's have a revolution. I'm with you. But what I'm angry at is that you give us no agency. We're not your subjects. I don't care what empire you're from. We're your friends, not subjects.
I understand that,
No, you-
and that's why I did not include you in my promise to Eleander.
But don't you see the position that it puts me and Mina in, and Torkel and Akir, if you kind of loosely slide him in as like, yeah, he could be involved, maybe. Like, it puts us in a position where obviously we want to help you because we're your friends, but we are now we just,
All right.
whatever. It's
What is
fine. We're just gonna
done?
join your fucking revolution.
I
What information are we missing?
Yes.
Information.
Let's
Everyone
just
gathered today.
yeah. Mina's right. Let's get all the information on the table, and then we can figure out a plan. So for our part, my sister told us that the wedding is going to be in a few weeks, and once they leave, Skerrin is taking Anders' seat on the council. That, I think, is... Oh, and there's going to be an eclipse, so probably Vampire Central or something.
Oh yeah, there's a eclipse of 3 or whatnot. So that probably means one of the other dreadlords.
So you,
Yeah,
now,
so
you
I-
understand the bad mood that we walked into one shit show
Right.
into another shit show,
Okay.
or we had to
With
smile
the-
through
So that's
the
our
fun.
information.
Yeah, that's
That's our information.
Yay!
Anything
Happy
else we need to know
fucking
from you two?
Wednesday, everyone.
Let me get this straight. Someone scheduled their wedding for the day of an eclipse.
Yeah, the
They
eclipse of
thought
3.
it was romantic.
I feel like
So
that
once
idea.
every-
I'm all for short engagements, but this one is suspicious as fuck.
Quite.
I think they'll be fine. I just think that it's being manipulated by other Skerrin things.
Well, yes, I believe they would be fine, unless Skerrin has a replacement lined up for Anders. Anders disappearing, well, disappearing, no one may know. Dying, he would not be able to allow unless he had a replacement for him.
Dying
For
doesn't
what
make sense because if Anders dies, if Anders himself dies after he's married, everything he has and is goes to Cleona. So
And if Cleona dies, there's no wedding and no reason for Anders to leave and put Skerrin on the council. So it's probably in his best interest to keep my sister alive, at least,
Mhm.
for now.
Well, that's one less Sturk we have to worry about.
That's a strong probably.
Though there is another one of your old acquaintances, Atreus, already at the docks. Zendris.
Oh fucking hell. I actually haven't encountered her,
Apparently,
but
it is the only ship that is allowed to trade without the crown's interference.
yeah, do you remember that thing that we used to have that like went on the ballista things? We got that at on Zendris' ship.
What?
I didn't encounter Zendros, and I didn't know at the time, and was a little bit concerned about someone's fear of fish at the time, so I wasn't like, Eyes of the grave, trying to check everything out. But I figured it out when I was back at the stronghold, when I was looking at various lords of eclipses.
So what are the chances that Skerrin and Zendris are coordinating at all? It does seem odd that we have one of the members of the Eclipse on our docks, and a Brotherhood
one of the
agent
numbers.
suggesting to have a wedding that will involve the entire town on that day.
We have the number, one of the members of the Eclipse. We have my father saying that that's when he's going to see us. There's a third part that we're missing because it's
Is your father
the
coming
eclipse
on an
of...
eclipse?
Yeah.
On the next eclipse?
Yep.
So that's that one. Okay.
Yeah, it is. So if it's the eclipse of 3 moons, DM, correct me, is that what it is? We already have 2 known lords of the eclipse. It's gonna be a third. And I have this horrible gut sinking feeling that it's going to be father of all vampires.
Because why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, that sounds like a fucking
But
delight.
is
Yeah.
Skerrin aware?
I can't see why you would choose this date and not be aware.
He doesn't quite seem like the wedding planning kind of individual. More of like the evil fucking planning thing. So I wouldn't hire him.
But this does not seem to go towards his goals. A continued war, inviting members of the Eclipse here. We're missing something there.
We are missing something and it's driving me absolutely fucking mad. Unless Skerrin is
Is a member of the Eclipse?
I don't think so, because they're all undead, and I...
Perhaps the Brotherhood has given up on its mission and is serving a new master.
Perhaps they are, even if unknowingly.
I need the DM to go hot and cold with us, being like warmer, warmer as we
Weird.
get closer.
You're following all the tracks, whether they're
Really?
right or wrong. Following all the points.
Wait, are we right or wrong though?
You'll have to find out as you
God,
play.
fuck around and find out.
Can I use the power of flirt? Can I?
Nothing you are saying is without purpose, reason, or intention. You are
I
not.
know.
You are
'cause
not
I'm
giving
smart.
any nonsense here.
Listen, I'm smart, but I'm not that smart, so I'm gonna need you to like help me out a little bit.
The only thing was for Cat that you corrected. Skerrin is absolutely not an Eclipse Lord.
What would happen, Kai, if you came out as the heir?
I would have to prove it. And I don't know the song in question. I can do the blood. I can do the magic. But I don't know the song. I also don't really want to become the #1 target of everyone who hates the Brotherhood. I'm willing to do it if it means ending this shit show. But we have to figure out that song first.
So, is there like a music store where you can go and like listen to lots of
You know, the
Well,
bards
music.
are over at like a temple or something.
I'm
yeah?
going
it's a
to
bard temple,
offer
right?
to roll history because if anyone here is going to know it, it's probably me, but it sounds like it was pretty purpose built that no one is going to know it.
One person.
One person,
Oh.
yeah.
I'm also going to roll because there is a chance I have some knowledge of what it would be about. So is that like an intelligence check?
History is probably your best
But I mean, if you are the
History or investigation.
if you are the heir,
I'm not
and
gonna bother.
should know a song to prove that you're the heir, shouldn't you know what it is? Even if you don't remember what it is?
Not necessarily. That is a 13, and I definitely don't know anything.
We were looking for a 30 here.
Oh, cool. I could definitely
Improbable.
do that.
You could have done that with a 20 and Bardic Inspiration and Guidance and your D3. It would have been achievable.
No, I would have only needed one of those extra things.
And really good luck on those rolls, yeah.
I mean, there's maybe a chance I could still get there. I'm not going to do that, though.
But Kai does know how to find out.
That's what I was going to ask. Does Kai actually know what we talked about?
Yeah.
Okay, because I wasn't sure and was playing it like I did.
How much time did you spend with the soul coins? Like,
I had them on my person for
days.
a day. A day. Because I grabbed them as soon as we were done with... I grabbed them as soon as the fight was over, and then we left the next day.
Yeah.
And Atreus
but like
did kind
later
of
in the day.
explain what they did, right? Yeah.
Do I know what
Yes,
they do? I mean, Atreus
Atreus
probably does. Amelia
Atreus rolled really well on
Amelia knows jack shit.
Yeah, Atreus rolled really well on his Arcana. He knows what they do.
Can you remind me?
So the soul coins have 3
I'm
charges.
stupid.
Each of those charges can be used to ask a question of that soul, or to essentially heal yourself by sucking part of their soul out. After the 3 charges are expended,
Right.
the soul is freed.
Here's the question, though.
Right.
Does Kai know that Fairy started the Brotherhood?
I don't think Kai would have any knowledge of that.
Yeah. So I don't know that Kai would think to ask Fairy.
I think at this point,
But you know Fairy was the last Soul
Fairy
Empress,
would be
right?
the only option.
That's true.
Yeah. I think in the same way that you, Kat, have put together all of these pieces, I would have generally come to these assumptions, if not
Okay.
conclusions.
Okay, I can work with that.
I don't want to not reward the hard work that you put in just because your character's intelligence score isn't equal to your human intelligence score. Like, yeah.
That sounds good. I was just trying not to metagame.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I could prove myself. It would take some work.
And probably time, then. Time which we do not currently have.
And not a ton of time. 2 days, depending upon Akir's resources.
Resources for what?
Your contact with the druids?
To do what?
I need to go back to the soul coins.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
Please tell me that that is a hilarious joke, just ill-timed. It's okay. I know you're learning friendship and comedy. It's a lot to learn at once. Trust me.
Venus
let
is
me
like
ask a
lay down
question.
flat on the ground now, just cradling this whiskey bottle. Just like, am I go to sleep?
Akir let Mina take the whole bottle.
Maybe this.
Can
will
you
be
please?
gone.
Can you please share?
Okay, let me ask
I
a,
thought marriage meant sharing.
let me ask
Fine, here
an
you
out of
go.
I'm listening, Nathan.
I'm gonna ask an out of character question. Has Kai told us? Well, okay. First off, how many people are on the council? 5. So let's assume that Akir and Katva vote for the war. The others are who?
Well, Katva's not voting because Akir's voting.
Right. Sorry, Akir and Trasira vote for the war. Who else is?
Anistrad wants the war because it makes more
Okay.
money for the mine, and Akir has devoted his energies today to stopping bloodshed rather than research. Anders is obviously voting for the war because it makes him more money.
Okay.
So
So
Eleander is expected to vote. So unless you can do something to change Eleander's mind, he doesn't need Kai.
Okay.
Or he doesn't need Tracera or Akir. He would like them just in case someone decides to back out of their end of the deal.
Okay, so the fact that Tracera had like all those letters or something, like we don't really have a reasonable hope of talking the other three out of it while upholding our end of this bargain, do we?
No, because you would have to talk all
Right.
three of them
We
out.
could talk two of. Actually, in theory, with what we know, we could talk all three of them out of it. But we would have to give Anders and Manistrad reason to believe that voting yes will hurt their profits. And also somehow guarantee Eleander that his beloved will not be killed. 3 essentially impossible tasks.
And turning the entire town on them somehow wouldn't do. Like if I went out and just riled everyone up with all of the beautiful charisma that I have, that wouldn't be enough to push. You don't think that would be enough to push these guys in the right
Actually,
direction?
that just gives me a thought.
That
Will you
might
hear the people
we might be able to delay the vote.
Rob, what is the political precedence for a vote of no confidence for all council members?
How? And then logic dictates that your proxies would take your place. So if Akir was voted no confidence, Katva would vote in your place. If Anders was voted no confidence,
But-
Skerrin would be in his place.
But the people on the council pick their proxies. That seems like a terrible system.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, then that plan would not work.
But we could delay the vote if the whole town riots. Maybe.
We could delay the vote, but we would have to get 2 other people to vote for that because we told Skerrin that we'd vote. And if we don't, the consequences are very clear.
I feel like
Anders
and Manistrad, if we tell them that they've been lied to, might
I think
do
that
that.
there are two things that we need to do to get a better scope of what is possible. One, we need to go rescue Mr. Sturrock, because he needs to
Agreed.
be taken off of the table. And then we need to get Eleander in on this, so we can figure out what he's actually willing to do and resources he has available to do things. Because,
And we
for one thing, Ned is a known criminal. There have been multiple witnesses to that and multiple people who are fully aware that Ned has committed crimes. So if we can in some way expose the Admiral, that takes a player off the board, at least temporarily. If we could maybe find some other small trivial crime that Skerrin has committed and get him arrested.
Mina doesn't get up, she just points a finger. We're gonna have to go find that bitch, aren't we? She knows everything.
That is something I had not considered.
Yeah.
Do we feel that we could trust her?
I mean, Kai's loaded.
Jesus, pay her. Just give her money. Money, the bitch. Money, the bitch.
Rob.
Money rhymes with honey. Sorry.
Question.
Well, we could also expose Kai as the heir to garner an extreme favor from Honey.
And I'll get another 10,000 gold from that. I believe that was the promise.
I mean, I was going to go with with a extreme favor that's worth more than 10,000 gold, like Honey putting her life on the line
Fair.
to help us out today.
So my sorry. My question is, do I have to be right next to the soul coins to communicate with them?
Yes, you have to hold it. Not even like in the bag. You have to take out the coin.
What would happen if I sent Fairy to do that?
Fairy has no physical way of getting to the soul coin.
I can't just like pop her in there?
Nope. Not unless you're there.
Okay. That's
And
what I
then
wasn't sure about. I wasn't
there
sure how
you
far I
put
could pop her.
traps on it, and she has 1 hit point.
And
I put so
we would
many
not
traps
approve
there.
of Fairy having any knowledge of any of this.
Yeah, because you'd be having
I mean-
Fairy pick up her own soul coin.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but it would at least give us the information fastest.
Dumb ways to die. So many dumb ways.
Should we bring Eleander in?
Do we have a plan?
No, but I think
Do
that
we
is the
ever?
first step, because if we are going to bring him in, I think it changes our options.
I don't know, maybe
I'm okay with that.
he's more fun now that he drinks.
It's up to him whether he wants to join this mess. But if he is willing, it would help us.
The reality is, if we have any hope of preventing this vote, Eleander is our best shot.
I just request that we wait to reveal all of our cards regarding the heir until he agrees to join.
Agreed. I do not think he needs any more information about the heir at this time.
Wonderful.
And I will remind you, he was the one who had taught you and gave you the book on the soul and everything. So while he may not actually care, he is your classic bookworm guy.
Wait, there's a book on all of us?
Yes, you have it.
It's the one. It's
Wait,
the one that has
when did
the
that-
cover ripped off. That
Yeah, he like
Could we-
slid it
we
across
couldn't read it,
the
could we?
table.
I think I had to give
And
it
then
to
you-
Atreus to read.
You
Yeah.
originally couldn't read it until
Yeah.
Atreus
Yeah.
got the ring.
So we got winning rings.
Oh my god, have I
Yes,
ever
you-
have I tried
Yeah.
to
Yes,
read
you
it?
We did.
translated a lot of good information from it.
I can't remember
Yeah.
shit. That's
That's why
right.
you've got Belle's books in the bag.
And there.
I'm stupid. Bye.
Sorry, I have all of those things because I have to reference them constantly to make sure I'm not making up wrong information again.
Okay, so do we go try and bring Eleander in and reconvene and rediscuss our options? If so, I'll probably cast invisibility and head on down to the mines and just see that I don't see any funny business in the meantime. I'm probably not going to do anything, but I would at least like to get eyes on what's going on down there and make sure that nothing's happened yet.
I would posit that if we are going to go forward with this, we need your father out of there. Not just eyes on him.
Agreed. We need to remove the pawns they have in play.
I can probably make that happen,
Atreus,
hopefully
you
quietly.
still have that cloak, don't you?
Yeah. The cloak of popping into places that
Mont
are
Blanc,
far away
yes,
from
that
me.
one.
I don't remember.
I mean, it just like looks up and she's like, it's rubbing off on you, huh? It's a lot easier.
The cloak of Dopu.
Yeah, it's a lot easier not to remember shit.
Hey, their cloak.
couldn't remember.
There it is.
That's all I could think of.
Yes.
Like, that's
That's okay.
not it.
Perhaps, Torkel, you
I
could
think we
take
should call
that cloak with you to help ensure a safe exit from the mine.
Is that attunement
It
though?
is not.
Oh.
Oh, and you can
perfect.
take another
not?
person with you.
Up to
Hold
500
on.
feet.
I've been on this magic carpet ride
That's
multiple
fun.
times.
Yeah, baby.
Because
I mean-
Misty Step is only 30 feet, and I don't know that I could take anyone else with me.
How do we ensure that Skerrin cannot access these people? I would recommend we consider the use of the staff and send all of them to a different dimension.
I think that would be wise. But we will need to gather all of them first.
Sir,
Because I think, I'm double checking, but I'm pretty sure the staff, you have to see everyone to use it on them. Yeah, you have to see them. So. But once we get everyone in a room, I could have one of them use it, because it is also not attunement.
perfect. That way we know that they cannot be accessed.
Yep.
With like 99% certainty. I'm not 100% trustworthy of Rob.
We also will have to give them a time to say, like, spend this amount of time there and then come back, because there'd be no way to... No guaranteed way to communicate
Like
with them.
through next Tuesday sounds great.
A vacation. You want a vacation.
After
Maybe
he quit.
through
You
the
guys
wedding.
go on vacation,
Yeah,
we'll
maybe
murder
through
a
the
bunch of
wedding.
people, and then you can
Get
come back.
married in this other realm. How beautiful. A scenic wedding elsewhere.
We should.
Oh my
100%
God,
send
wait.
all of the council members
You know what? I will show
instead.
up,
At
tell
some
them I'm into
point,
wedding planning now, and I have the perfect location for it.
Wait, what if
Yeah.
Akir just
could
what
we
if Akir just
actually
walks
do
into the council
that?
chamber when they're all going to vote and they're like, alright, everyone vote, and then Akir's just like, boom. Now we're gonna have a chat.
The problem is we never come back.
It
Yeah,
is-
they would
it
kill
does
us.
have an expiration time.
Yeah,
Write
it's
it out.
What is the
Uh,
expiration? Oh, it's like 100 by.
how many? 200
number of
days
people.
divided by the number of people.
A lot of
So if we
amazing-
send Torkel, Katva, Papa, and Cleona, that's still plenty of time. That's 50 days they can hang out there, which is way more than 3 weeks.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get Cleona to willingly go.
location
So?
wedding.
You forget that Kai doesn't give a
Well,
shit.
they have to be willing creatures, technically.
Oh.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
based on how we used it, or how Akir used it last time, you could probably potentially do it without them
Knock her
knowing.
out. We can knock her out.
So much for consent.
That's
Good.
Yeah, but that would start all kinds of other trouble if Anders is like, where the heck did my
That's true.
fiance go?
We can send we can send him with her.
location wedding.
Steal Anders too?
Destination wedding.
Ask them to meet us here. Knock them over the head.
Location wedding.
Location.
And
the 3 rules of wedding planning.
going
Me and I just started this business 15 seconds ago.
Alright,
She's
so
already killing it.
so Torkel's taking the cloak and going to get Papa Sturrock, and Kai is going to get Eleander or sending Fairy with a note.
I should probably
Okay.
go.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Want to come with me? As like a, hey, I'm not just luring you into a trap kind of thing. To actually have another person there, as promised.
Yeah, Akira will go with you. So what are the Barakians doing?
If I lay
We don't
here,
want to know.
if I just lay here,
They're gonna relieve some of their stress.
Will you
Okay.
lie with me?
Here's the thing. I would like to relieve some of my stress. However, I don't think that's a good time right now. So, babe, can you just put the whiskey bottle down?
Carol.
There you go. And we're gonna go. We're gonna
Where?
go with Akira and Kai.
Oh, you're not going. You two aren't going to find
That-
honey.
Oh,
Should we?
If we
feel
find
like-
honey, what would we ask?
I don't know, but I can deal with her. She
We
seems
would
to
just need a
like
plan
me.
for what you are telling her and what we are trying to get from her.
Yeah, so
What
what
would-
would be the point of getting
Yeah,
honey? Because my wife's gonna need a really good point.
It was my idea, which is stupid, but I feel like she shows up and knows shit. So what do you want to know? For how much
so-
honey?
So much.
I mean, there's a very
wanna know.
specific question that she's not going to answer. Does Anders know about the Brotherhood? Is he complacent? But you can't ask her about the Brotherhood, so...
I wonder if she
Why
would
not?
let us ask about the Brotherhood with like different terms and how
Does-
susceptible to torture she
is Anders aware of his puppet
What?
master?
Yeah, is Anders aware that he's being played like a fucking pipe?
I want to write some of these down.
I'm trying to remember if
and
Honey knew anything
bring
about the
it together.
eclipses.
Let's-
Oh, you know what? I don't know
She
if
had-
she does.
I don't
but
believe you've encountered honey since you learned of these.
That's right.
Yeah,
she
it's
knew
been a
something about a
long time.
vampire...
The one in the Zoloft.
Right.
The last time you had anything to do with
yeah,
it
she
was
knew about
Zoloft.
Zoloft.
Okay, so maybe it would be...
Was he Zoloft
No,
or
no, no,
Xanax?
Maybe it would be
I thought
good
he was
to know
Xanax.
about
Zoloft.
No.
The next
No,
one will
no.
be
whether
Zoloft.
Anders is aware of his puppet master, and
Huh.
if the puppet master is aware of the eclipses.
Great.
Trying to think of
All
another
right. Well then,
description for them that is easy to discern without being direct.
Just ask about his
the
butler.
bros.
You could also use the butler.
Butler.
The butler did
No,
it.
but like for the
we
eclipses.
could use the bros.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for the eclipses. Bad moon.
The celestial
Bad moon
moon
rising.
entities.
Celestial
The
moon
blood
entity
moon.
where the sun gets right in front of it and is like cock blocking it.
The organization
There
who may
was-
be arriving, or no, the organization that Zendra serves, is with, a part of.
That's a good way. It's a good thing we're having this
Because-
conversation now because
Yeah.
Mina and Atreus would not be able to come up with
Because-
these later.
Is someone writing these down?
What
Someone
do you
write them
mean?
down.
Must-
I've got them
I
in my
have,
brain. They're
right?
there.
Have you experienced my texting tonight? I
Terrible,
can't write
terrible.
for
Oh,
shit.
got a
Right.
point.
All right, I
Um,
will
There,
write it.
there
in
was a
chat.
very
Write them
good
in notes
question.
and loot. I
There was
also.
a
What?
there was a very good question asked and brought up to ask of honey originally that has been lost at this point.
I don't remember it. What was the good question?
Was it something about the air?
Nope.
Was it about the
Can you
council?
tell-
Nope.
Money.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what our good idea was that we're not
Who said it?
remembering now? Because
I
Who
think it
said
was
it?
Peter.
Yeah, Peter. I'm up
probably.
When?
That's
How
not a
long ago
surprise.
was this? Was this?
When we
What?
first started talking about honey.
Oh,
with
today.
which was money.
Honey,
Today.
honey,
Right now.
Today.
honey.
Rewind a little bit.
Peter, what did
I've
you
said
say?
so many things.
I kind
Okay,
of
so
block
I
out
was laying
most-
down and I would like
I
Yeah.
to.
block out most of them.
Why did you want to talk to honey originally?
Because she knows
Oh.
things.
To try and get a favor, if we exposed Kai to Honey.
Nope. Before that.
Okay.
Oh, see if Skerrin has committed crimes.
Oh,
Yes.
get dirt
Catch
on
them.
people. See if we can
Crimes.
have them
Dirt.
arrested.
Write it in the notes and the loots.
Great. We can, yeah, espionage and
Yeah.
gossip.
Cat.
And I
write
will
that
shout
list.
it from the
Yeah.
rooftops.
Right. Yes.
I'm working on
I added 3 people that Akira would want to know about.
Catch them in their crimes. To kill
And
them.
you're going to want to be ready
Evidence
to
to show the
okay.
people and start a revolution.
because as you know, like, or at least as Atreus has experienced, you have to pay the person who has paid to keep the secret a secret.
So,
Oh, so
We
hey, Akia, can we have like a shit ton of money?
We also need to get their seconds arrested too.
Kai,
Whoever their seconds are.
how would you feel if Honey knew the truth?
I would accept some of the truth, but not all of it. She can know that I am the heir, but not about the scheme of regeneration.
Very well.
also,
Then
we're going
depending-
to need to pool some money together. Friends.
Depending on her price, Atreus and Mina, you will have a very valuable piece of information to trade for by telling Honey that Kai is the heir.
Might also be good to let her know that I don't like the Brotherhood, so that she does not try to
And
kill
that the
me.
heir is actively revolting against the ones who seek her.
Let's do that.
But try to determine a price first, before
A
we give
price
everything away.
for getting the information, or a price for keeping the secret you're willing to trade.
Well, if we can just pay for the secret, then I'd rather that and not give her anything. But I suppose if we're giving her a secret for her information, then we would need to pay to keep that secret a secret too.
Unless it serves her purposes. We know she does not like the Brotherhood. We know she is searching for the heir. It could serve her purposes to join us.
Or it could serve her purposes to assassinate the heir so that the Brotherhood has no one to put on a throne.
I don't know that that makes sense, because if that's the case, then there's no one to revolt against them with any claim of legitimacy. She needs me. Weird as it sounds.
The Brotherhood cannot become public without someone to put on the throne.
Honestly, though, if we are planning a revolution, she's probably going to be the person who can spread that information to the townspeople. So,
All that
Pay
to
up,
say,
motherfuckers.
I've got like $2,000 I could give you, and I've got some magic items I could give you.
I never updated my
Yeah.
inventory with how many silver things I swept off the table. So,
Oh. So we probably we could we can deal with her fine. This will work.
I have in my possession, all of my possessions equal 90,000 gold.
excuse me?
Are you
Oh, it's probably your
fucking
legendary
kidding me?
armor.
I stole a bunch of shit. No, I stole a bunch of shit from the Dead King.
That's the
That
money that's
excuse me was
supposed
the
to run
character,
the
'cause I knew that you did that.
castle. So the castle's just
Yeah.
broke now.
Hey, wait a minute. That's my castle.
We didn't know that at the time.
I have claimed it.
You
now,
claimed
so
it
you were
after
still...
it had been looted.
Cannot, and you cannot own that much money according to Eucidium.
I mean, could you give some of it back to the Dreadwood? I mean, like,
Listen,
listen, distribute the wealth.
We're going to be using
gonna
it
be-
Fine.
to pay off honey.
We will keep that number in mind so that we
Please don't get there.
will try not to.
Thanks.
It's actually 100,000. Kai is
No,
not
because I don't
about
have the
the
soul
Are you
coins.
soul
Going to-
fucking me?
I don't have the soul
Going
coins
to
on me,
literally
so
pay
no.
Honey a king's ransom.
Not
Don't.
doesn't need to know that we can.
True.
But you can. And it's good that you know
I mean, that would pay off my student loans,
Not mine.
but
Right.
not yours. Oh, fuck me. You stole a lot. You know what, Fred?
Are we
No,
all
it's fine.
are we
Friends
all
don't
clear on
steal!
our
It's fine.
objectives?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go fine, honey.
We're gonna say
Fuck
that
everything
Atreus
Atreus took those notes because Mina, no.
All right.
But they are there.
For each
else.
And
Atreus,
I'm going to try to be
Atreus.
stealthy.
for each individual that we are rescuing,
Wow.
Take off your
bring
armor.
them back to the tower. That is our safest place. I don't know what just
That was-
happened.
Nathan, you get inspiration. That was fantastic.
Thank you. I haven't, but thank you.
I told Nathan to take off his armor because he needs to be stealthy and he's going to be invisible, and he reacted very strongly.
Peter, go back and rewatch whatever time this is.
I will.
It was
Okay, I will make a note of this. Okay, great. So the wonderful day from hell continues.
Let's go find your favorite person, babe.
So fun. She grabs the bottle.
Would
So
you-
fun.
Would you rather switch with Akira and I? You two go to Eliander.
No, because you'll never find
And
her, and
you
I
go
will
to
find
Honey.
her in 15 seconds.
And Eleander.
Okay.
She
And
has
Eleander
honey
needs-
vision.
I mean, I'm also a changeling,
No,
so
but it's not that. You just
Eleander
doesn't
needs you to.
You don't have
come get them.
changeling radar. Like,
No, I have honey radar.
Changestar.
thank you.
Don't trust me. I will be able to find her somehow. That just happens.
All right. Do we want to be taking a short break, or do we need to call it for tonight?
I'm good. I can keep going, but
I'm okay.
I hate that I think I have to call.
I was gonna say I think
Good place
it
to
might
pause
be
it.
That's fair.
beneficial to call it because we're all going in at least 3 directions,
That's
and that
true.
might be
Yeah.
hard to do on stream.
Yeah.
That was what I was gonna
That's
say.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would really end
So-
up being we'd kind of try and knock out one of your
While the other
things.
the ones
Well,
that you're in
everyone else.
silence. So
Yeah, mid faces.
Make face. I'm so good at making
Or
faces. So
mid-faces.
most
So-
of this
you
stream
just have
today
to like
was,
take selfies of
yeah.
them.
us making faces. Yeah.
You just have to like take selfies of your faces and then send them in the stream. This is perfectly acceptable. Or send them in the chat.
That's faces.
I'll send one as soon as I find honey.
Honey.
Sugar.
Thank you all for joining us on our very special stream and taking the time for your July 4th or when you're watching it later. We appreciate every one of you.
This did
Yeah,
Thanks,
not
everyone.
go how I had intended, expected, or planned.
What do you think was going to happen?
How had you intended and
I
expected?
have had this combat encounter planned for 3 months. So
You're welcome.
I
That didn't
love
happen.
when we fuck
So-
up Rob's plans because
Now
it's
I'm
just
curious.
Like,
Were you expecting us to
Revenge.
kill Skerrin and you really had 3 new Skerrins ready to pop up and start causing more trouble? Or was Skerrin just going to get
I don't know
away?
that he can tell us that yet.
I really expected you to kill Skerrin tonight.
Aww.
Look at us not being murder hobos.
I
We've come
know.
so far.
Listen, that is not murder hoboing. If we kill him, it is not murder
It
hoboing.
is not murder hoboing.
Yeah, I know,
I'm-
but like with all the people who would die probably in the process, it's pretty close to murder
the
hobo
only reason-
with
the-
no regard for the
The
consequences.
only reason Akir didn't start shooting is because he knew how many people were currently being threatened. Like, he had pretty high confidence that they could kill Ned and Skerrin without too much trouble, relatively
Yeah.
speaking.
And we all trust Akir when it comes to politics. Because Peter is the smart one.
There was a moment there, though. As soon as he put his thing, the sword knife thing away, I was just like, I could do it. I could do it right.
I could just
now.
boom.
I could do it.
And I think you were next up in initiative
I
too.
was so close. I was just like, do it. No.
We gotta make sure the Sturrocks are
I'm
safe.
kind of mad that we didn't kill Skerrin, to be totally honest.
Gonna have to-
We'll
we
get
will
there.
have to.
He's going to die.
Is he now?
I mean,
I mean, Kai is gonna absolutely fillet him and feed him to the local
there are
hogs.
definitely plans being put in motion
Oh.
to ensure we have an opportunity to kill Ned, or at least arrest him and take care of Skerrin. But we're gonna try and
No,
We're gonna try and
Ned
do it
has to
carefully.
die.
I just need to put my entire family into a witness protection
As soon
program.
as your family's off the table,
That's what the
Oh.
stick is for.
oh,
We just put them all in the tower for a little
The
bit.
hard part's
and then
gonna
we're fine.
come when we have to convince Anders and Cleona that Skerrin's this Dark Brotherhood people, and we need to get them out to safety while we clean up the town.
And that's why we need
Yeah,
to know
like-
if Anders actually knows.
And if he does know,
Yeah,
and
'cause
if he
if
does
Anders-
know when we're confronting him, we have to be prepared to kill him in front of Cleona.
Oh, I'm prepared. I'm prepared. He is a
Yeah, Kai is
limp
too.
noodle, and he's a limp noodle who
Ow.
has annoyed Atreus from the very first moment Atreus laid eyes on him. He's like, "You're a fop. You're terrible. The worst, actually." And I don't know why. I just think you're
We're just
the worst. So Atreus will kill him.
all
without
putting a giant
hesitation.
bullseye on our backs.
Do you want to
Cleona
know
will
how
probably
many
hate
points
me, but I'll
Anders
talk her
has?
down.
How many hit points does
Do
Anders
you want to
have?
know? Are you sure?
I
He has
do.
9 hit points.
I could kill him. I
Mina
could
could
drink
punch
his
him
blood.
Yeah.
The life
death.
out of it.
Could probably 2 hits.
I could drink him to death. Like,
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
I
'cause I
could
think
even,
9
like,
is the
one
most
hit
I can
If
do.
Anders
him.
tried to stab Akir and Akir used his reaction, he could kill him.
Auto gone.
Just
Yeah. What's Akir's current armor class?
with the shield, it's 21.
Okay.
Why?
Wow.
Just I was seeing if he could even actually hit you. I don't think he can hit Mina unless he rolls a crit.
My unarmed strike is immediately of 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
So
And you can do 3 of those per turn.
he'd be dead.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just really want Atreus to just suck the life straight out of him, drink his blood.
Oh,
Me too.
Yeah.
That'll be a
Well-
great nightmare.
Although,
not asking
wouldn't
for
that turn you
Yeah, he's not allowed to
into
do
an
that
actual
anymore.
vampire?
Oh wait, I don't get any second chances
Oh,
with
we-
that. If I
Give it a
if
shot.
I
See what happens.
if I kill some. Oh no.
All right. Well, fireworks just started,
It's
which
okay.
means dogs may
No.
start barking. So
Yeah.
heads up.
Okay.
It's time.
Bye.
Bye before we say it again. See you next Monday.
We will see you next week.